Final question for you. You've said that you want the deal with AJ to be done by the end of Monday.
Monday is the deadline.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news from some guys that we haven't talked about in a while. Oleksandr, Usyk, and Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. And get this. Usyk reveals sad update about or on Tyson Fury's relationship. Okay. And he had this to say. Usyk's full statement. We don't communicate at present. Probably in the future we will. I'm sad and miss this great guy. Our interaction. We had 24 rounds. It's like a lifetime. You live with someone for 20 years, so it's a very long road for both of us. It's the same with my unbelievable friend, Tyson Fury. And let me counterpunch. This does coincide with the interactions we saw and witnessed with Usyk and Joshua. They're together watching Joseph Parker and Bakali, watching Bivol versus Beterbiev, watching all these spectacular fights unravel. And they were together chilling like they were homies. Like, hey, man, where you been? How you doing? You know, fist bump, high five, all that good stuff. And you can tell it was genuine. It wasn't like a kind of a front. It was like these dudes actually had a lot in common. These dudes actually were friends. Now, the question you ask yourself is, was Tyson and Usyk actually really ever like that? And I'd have to keep it a buck, people. I would say no. I think Tyson respected Usyk behind the scenes. And in fact, I know he did more than he took on or put on, in the limelight. Oh, you little rabbit, you ugly gappy-toothed bastard, you sneaky, you ugly, and all this stuff he said, you rabbit, I'll kill you, I'll end you, right? He said all these things. But then you'd be like, oh, have a good day. You know what I mean? So he did respectfully respect Usyk behind the scenes. But that doesn't mean he actually necessarily liked him. And the reason why I say that is because, Tyson and Usyk were on two different levels. Tyson tried his best to separate the idea of fighting someone like Usyk. So I think he took and spent a lot of time trying to convince people, like, I'm the #1 heavyweight. Don't believe him. Don't think about him. Think about me. I beat Deontay Wilder. I was the first to do it, and I'm the guy that got through it and took hard shots from Deontay Wilder. So that's my legacy. That and Vladimir, right? Pretty much. So he wanted people to look at him, not Usyk coming up, kicking, whooping people, Chisora and Joshua and Dubois. And, he's smoking these dudes. He's stopping these guys. He's beating them round after round. He's really pressuring them being the smaller, guy that's supposed to not been stronger. But, that was a different story, right? So I think Tyson, at this point, especially losing 2 decisions, I think the last thing he wants to do is talk to Usyk. And I think Usyk's still getting to the point he's understanding, or he's asking, well, why is he acting like that? That's pretty much what he's asking. I miss my friend, but he ain't talked to me. We ain't talking at the moment. And there got to be a reason. And I think the reason is because Tyson Fury is a guy that, is kind of scarring right now because of the idea, because he still believes he won that second fight. He still believes he won the first fight. You know what I mean? So I think, this is just Tyson Fury on how he's honestly, or how he honestly feels about Oleksandr Usyk, So I think that's how he feels, So I think that's what Usyk is going through right now, and he's trying to express maybe, and I don't know if it was a translated version of what he said or not, but that's what's happening. I just don't think, Tyson Fury was as cool as AJ. I don't think AJ and Usyk, I think their relationship was a lot better, before, during, and after the fight, versus Tyson not even really being that type of dude. Because Tyson has been talking shit about Oleksandr Usyk for a very long time, way years before he fought him. saying, well, he's not marketable. He doesn't speak English. He's a foreigner. You know what I mean? Things like that. And then, so yeah, I don't think that was really there. Usyk is that guy that wants to bond. Tyson Fury does not want to bond. But you guys tell me what you think of Oleksandr Usyk and his statements towards Tyson the Gypsy King. He misses the Gypsy King. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.